Should Jermaine Jenas have been sacked? When I saw this story break just a couple of days ago, and this will be partly because I love my football, I enjoy football, I enjoy and have enjoyed Jermaine's punditry to an extent, and his commentary particularly, I was interested and surprised. And I want to just give you my honest opinion, having just this morning read his piece with The Sun, where he has essentially admitted and held his hands up to the responsibility he needs to take for the messages that have been exchanged between himself and a woman or a number of women. What I want to say is, in answer to the question, should he have been sacked, is to think of Huw Edwards and to think of the disparity, the difference between the context of Huw Edwards, the deplorable, reprehensible, criminal and sackworthy, immediately sackworthy difference between Huw Edwards and Jermaine Jenas. Now, from what I can tell, and this is me going off the basis of the information I have available, Jermaine has sent some inappropriate text to a woman or a number of women, none of which, as he is at pains, he's an intelligent guy, and he's making the point that none of this is criminal. And whatever the detail of that is of course not to absolve him of responsibility. He's saying that, and it's not to excuse inappropriate behaviour. But I think it is to raise at least two issues here today. Should he have been sacked? I don't think he should have been sacked. Unless there's more that comes out which adds different light to the scenario, I think there is surely a responsibility, duty of care that the BBC have to him as an individual man, as a father, as a husband. And again, not that there would never be disciplinary action in this instance. There obviously is a need for that. Jermaine is talking about the need for counsel. He's talking about the need to look at himself in the mirror and how could this have happened, piecing his family back together, etc. But when I think of Gary Speed, the Welsh footballer back in 2011 who tragically committed suicide, when I think of Jermaine Jenas' age as a 41-year-old man who is in the hotspot for those most vulnerable to suicide, is the response here to sack him, to remove him from all of these different places of public? Is sacking him, cancelling him, removing him from his website, from his manager, his rep or whoever they are, to remove him from that immediately, for it just to be a blank page, like Jermaine Jenas is suddenly just removed because he has made the error and mistake of sending some inappropriate text to a woman or some women. What's going to happen if in weeks to come, days or weeks to come, such is the barreling down reality of all of this upon him that he takes his own life? I would be concerned for him. I would be, as a fellow man, prone to mistakes. Not that I'm obviously in this category that he's guilty of in this instance, but I'm concerned that there's this kind of cancelling just to make the point that as the BBC we take these things seriously when they obviously didn't take it seriously enough regarding Huw Edwards. The difference between these two scenarios is gross. And to say that we want to be concerned about the mental health of the population, and particularly men in the 40s kind of age, and then just sack Jermaine, remove him from all his different, and in his words, he's lost everything. Should he lose everything? That's the question. Should he be sacked? Should he lose everything because of a mistake? Obviously, there's light to come out. Potentially, there needs to be more detail on that. But I'm working off his own admission and the information that's in the public realm today. Should he be sacked? I don't think. If we're going to take mental health, if we're going to have any sense of grace, then the answer to that is surely no.